Hello everyone, and welcome to Dodge Them All. My name is Steven Marcateros, and today we are back in a sinking ship simulator with one new awesome boat that I want to show off to you guys today. Now you're probably also noticing that I've kept the webcam, and this is because we did a poll on the last video to see if you guys liked seeing the webcam or if you absolutely hated it. And I kind of phrased that in a little bit of a strange way by asking if you liked my face or not, which I think is a legitimate question to ask your YouTube subscribers. I can say it's like an official poll survey then, so we can, make this official, post this on the website, use the statistical studies, that kind of stuff. And 74% of respondents of you guys said that this face is the best face ever. And I'm going to take that as a compliment, and I'm definitely not going to be a little bit self-absorbed about that comment, saying that 3/4 of all people who watched that video like my face. Of course, now most of you are going to go back and give that, say that, oh, you're ugly. And also, additionally, 18% said, it's alright, I guess, which is pretty good. I guess having your face be alright is alright. Someone in the comment section said I had a nerdy vibe to my face. I'm not really sure what all that's about, but 7% of you said no. Get rid of the webcam, which is like 440 people, so that's not that many. Actually, that's a humongous amount of people if you really think about it. But in the YouTube perspective of our current channel, that is a decent amount for this video base. If that was the planet, that's like the amount of people that watch the Planet Coaster series. But enough of me talking. As you can see right in front of me, we have the RMS Titanic. If you haven't realized that by now, welcome to Dodge Them All. This is what we do. We sink boats like the Titanic. This is actually what we started off, was the first thing we sank, and I have continuously repeated this to try and improve upon the design of the Titanic. Now, what you're looking at isn't something new. It's one of the Titanic designs we had come up with previously, and we haven't actually touched this one in like a fairly long time. I don't even know if I made this. I don't think I did. Definitely the work of somebody else, because, well, is it the work of somebody else? See, I don't think. It looks like I could have made it. All right, I'm gonna put it out there, but if someone else claims for credit for it, they can go ahead and have it. It's a decent Titanic design, and it protects from compartmentalized damages up until you puncture a fifth compartment. I want to tell you something. After all of these episodes of Sinking Simulator that we've recorded, I don't even know what we're up to at this point. Something like 20 or 30 videos. I still can't tell you how many compartments were punctured aboard the Titanic. And I am not even, guilty to say that. That is something that I just haven't had the time or haven't had the willpower to look up, all right? I have done research about the worst peacetime maritime disaster. Yes, last time, the Donny of Oz, worst peacetime maritime disaster, all right? So there was no war going on, because technically, if you have to include war, there's even worse casualties than that, and I don't like it when this YouTube channel gets dark, so we're going to stay away from that kind of stuff. We're going to stick to the happy stuff like the Titanic, which I know sounds awful, but there are some pretty bad wrecks compared to the Titanic. So, yeah, but the Titanic is sort of like a universally recognized design, because, you have the thing go up and then it splits in half and it falls down. And a large part of the early part of Sinking Simulator game was built off of trying to make a realistic-looking Titanic that wouldn't flop around like some sort of fish, and it's why for like the first 15 videos I was like, rigidity, we need rigidity, rigidity. Yeah, and I've said the word rigid like more times than I had in my entire life throughout this series of YouTube videos. But we finally got rigidity underway, and ever since then, building ships has been a lot easier because they don't flop around, they don't dubstep to death, which is sort of like the equivalent of this happening with your boat, which I don't think anyone would ever want to happen to their boat. And so, yeah, you end up with something a little bit like this, but enough of that. That's the boring old way the Titanic used to be. We don't want old Titanic. Out with the old and in with the new, as I always say. We gotta create a Titanic that is significantly better than the last. Now, the second really weird part about this is that I swear I remember already building another version of Titanic that is very similar to the one that I have built for you now. I don't know why, and I'm not sure what happened to it. It could be in the ship pack. I just don't know. All right, so this is the new one that I've designed, and the thing that allowed me to remember that I had built something like this was building this this turbine engine back here, and I was like, I remember building something like this before. Why do I remember that? So I'm gonna have to go look through some old videos to see if I've actually already done this before, and I'm literally just doing a repeat of an idea that I had already once done before, which I guess is a common theme among these videos. to literally repeat the same thing over and over again. But this time I think I've outdone myself, because I found in the nice color palette that comes with the game a nice suitable black steel. Yes, black steel. It is used for, well, making things black. And I am not gonna lie, every other version of the Titanic on here, besides the one I just showed you, had red paint on its hull, but now I got black paint. That's a smile on my face. There we go. Historically accurate, that is. Trying to get the colors more realistic. Yeah, the towers, I mean, honestly, are we ever going to come up with an update that fixes that and makes completely solid, rigid objects? I don't think so, and I'm not even going to ask Fred for that. I actually talked to Fred the other day, and I'm going to say this before I start sinking the ship. He was telling me that he is still working on development for the games, so we could potentially be seeing a Fire update soon. I'm not giving any indicators, but it could be pretty awesome to check that out and see what's going on in that department. I'm just super excited because I like to see things burn, and burning is my deal. Not that I'm a pyromaniac or anything. I don't burn things to the ground. I don't commit arson, if that's what you're wondering. All right, let's pierce the ship. Enough of me talking. I'm sure you guys, and you guys get enough of that, all right? After you post like 500 YouTube videos, you gotta realize that people are probably tired of you talking by now. You just want me to shut up and sink the ship, all right? Just puncture it. Just let us watch it, all right? You come up with these weird things, and we just want to see them get destroyed. One of the cool things that I like to know about this design is that it actually like works relatively well, considering. Because if you puncture 3 compartments like that, the ship's like, all right, that's cool. Still not sinking me. So I feel like we may have stuck close to historical design, possibly. You know, I'm not 100% sure on these things. The last time I tried saying how many compartments were punctured on the Titanic, it caused some humongous flame war that is probably still ongoing to this day on that very old RMS Titanic video, where my voice is more like, hello everybody, and welcome back to Sinking Ship Simulator. It was the smooth jazz era of Dodge Them All, the era where everything was very light, very calm, and it was sort of like a nice morning talk show where you get to fall asleep. But no, these days things are much harsher. All right, we don't have time for that. I do have time for Flame Wars still, apparently. I think I've told the story before, but on a video, and I'll stop zooming in and out. On a 9/11 truther video, September 11th attacks, some very few amount of people believe that it was a conspiracy done by the government, and I don't remember what exactly this was about. Is that they were all like, something like a flash before the plane hit the World Trade Center, and I was just like, bro, what are you doing? You have no evidence to back this up with, because when have you ever seen a plane crash into a building other than 9/11? So... And that's like top comment on the video too. So, yeah, it's like it has like 600 upvotes. I wasn't thinking that I was going to be some sort of captain for the 9/11 like evidence community. Like, I'm not a 9/11 truther. I'm just like, it happened. It was a terrible American tragedy, but like I was just like, hey guys, this is reality, all right? It happened. To stop trying to like make up random stuff about it. And I'm sure I'm starting a flame war down in my own YouTube video right now. But yeah, I somehow ended up getting top comment on that. It's like a proud moment in my life. High five right there. So go. I guess I'm advertising for you to go check out a 9/11 truther video right now and go post comments disseminating the facts that truthers think they know about 9/11. Again, I always say these videos are going to be lighthearted and they aren't going to be dark, but then we always end up talking about some sort of like ship where like thousands of people die or blown up, or like the Holocaust. I don't even want to know what the next episode is going to be about. Don't even bring me there. One thing I realized that I have accidentally done is that I let the Titanic sink without breaking in half first, which is like, that should be a crime against humanity, possibly. That's awful. I mean, look at that. It's not natural to watch that happen, and I don't even know why I would be advocating for something like that. So the only thing we can do is we got to start over, guys. I know you want to see that sink all the way to the bottom, but we got to do it the right way. So we'll try to do it a little bit faster this time. All right, I don't want to sit here all day trying to bore you guys to death. I mean, this is the most watched YouTube series on my YouTube channel. So, if you'd like to go check out some of the other content we do, I recommend Bridge Constructor. Actually, a lot of people do like the Bridge Constructor series. That's the series where I have everyone go and dislike the videos because Who the heck knows why? There's just a lot of people that go around and dislike videos these days, so, you know, kudos to them. I mean, as long as you're getting engaged, that's fine with me. I don't care if you give a like or dislike. I mean, I do care if you like the video. I know you liked it, but if you dislike it, I know, like, hey, maybe I shouldn't do that for next time, unless I ask for a dislike, in which case, if you like it, then I think you don't like the video. I'm not sure. I think that's reverse psychology. I could be... Yeah, I think I've confused myself. When I've confused myself, I should just be quiet and not do stuff related to that. Yeah. So Wisconsin recently has been really interesting in terms of weather. I know last episode I was like, oh man, it was incredibly warm. Well, after that nice 70-degree, like, week and a half period, it's now 15 degrees again. We had a snowstorm that dumped, like, a foot of snow on the ground. That's Wisconsin weather, guys. It's like beach and then snowstorm off and on. It's like that all spring, all fall. It doesn't make any sense, but it happens. And there we go. Titanic split in half. It's beautiful, guys. Look at that. That is traditional Titanic right there. I'm just gonna leave it and let it sink like that. I'm not even gonna mess around with it, because when I do that, you know, we have all of these naturals who just want to see that Titanic sink like that original animation that inspired this game. So we'll let it do that. Some of the other things I want to talk about right now is that the reason that you're not seeing more than one ship right now is because I did not have the time to build a collection of different ships. I do plan on making a video that shows you how to download the game and install it on Windows computers. If you have a Mac or if you have Linux, I cannot help you in that department because I have not used a Mac or Linux. I mean, I've used a Mac, but I don't own a Mac. And if you're using an AMD system, yeah, I don't know. I mean, talk to Fred, maybe? There's a Discord, I think, in the description of this video. Go down and be like, hey, man, why doesn't this work on AMD systems? Because I have heard numerous complaints from people asking me why it doesn't work on AMD systems. And specifically, they yell at me and say, you, Steven Marcateros, why don't you make this work on AMD systems? And I go, bro, I didn't develop the game. I simply play the game, talk about the game, run a YouTube channel, all right? I wish I made the game because... I don't know. I just wish I would come up with a good idea like this, but no, I'm just a freelancer who comes in last minute, tries to steal the idea. I didn't really steal the idea. Actually, one of the really interesting things that I've actually thought about was that if I had never come to this game, I don't even know what the state of the game would be in right now, because Francis Rassico, the producer of the game, who originally came up with the idea and had the original guy make it, whose name is evading my mind right now. Anyway, they sort of had a falling out with that, and then the development didn't seem like it was getting underway, and then I watched it, and then I tried to get developers, and then, you know, I honestly don't even know how far. I think Fred saw one of my videos, and then 20 wanted to do it, or maybe not. But, I've always wondered, like, if my participation has something to do with the advancement of Sinking Simulator, because that would be really cool if our community, you know, you and me, had something to do with the development of a game, because that is pretty epic for a small little 50,000 subscriber YouTube channel that we got now. And I actually think, almost as of this video going out today, well, for you, it's going to be in the future, because, well, I'm right now, and there's no way you could watch this behind me, but... As of when I'm recording this, the 17th or the 18th of February, I think we reached 60,000 subs, guys. That's pretty good. This is like a 60,000 subscriber special, kind of, in a way, in a very strange way. So you know what I think that calls for? I think that calls for just random machine gun fire at the Titanic, because that's the style that we do things, random machine gun fire style. Not sure why. Again, with the darkness in the videos, I have no idea why they get so dark. I think it's just talking to my brother too much. He talks about a lot of dark subjects very much. He plays a lot of World War II simulators. Yeah, it's so depressing to watch the Titanic sink to the bottom of the ocean, but it's also so amazing at the same time. So yeah, make sure you guys comment down below and you tell me whether or not you like to still have the face cam and what kind of ships you want to see next. I know a lot of you were giving recommendations to what ships I should build next. I'm going to read some of the comments right now from that. Just so I know what you guys have already suggested, so you don't have to post them down below, because I will be working on and looking into these ideas. DZ_B says, Steven, could you make the Empress of Ireland or the Empress of Britain? And I was all like, I will look into making them for the next episode. We'll get there. Making it, alright? Looking into it. We'll be there one day. yeah, I guess I will focus on making the Empress of Ireland and the Empress of Britain for the next episodes. I'll have to look at what they are. Otherwise, they're just Titanic ripoffs. I just modify this one a little bit and call it something else. I'm not going to do that. I'll make it from scratch, trust me. I do all of these based off of, like, photos and design layouts of what I can find on the internet. So, yeah. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this a lot. I know I enjoy making these videos, and I hope you guys enjoy watching them. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, make sure you click that subscribe button down below. Of course, you're on YouTube. You know where the subscribe button is. I shouldn't have to tell you where it is. Just go click it if you want. Just do it, please. Otherwise, give us a thumb. Tell us how we're doing. Again, up, down, either direction. Good enough for me. And tell us how we're doing down below in the comment section. Give us your ship ideas, and if you still like the face camera net. My name is Steven Marcateros, and I will see you guys next time.